Since the bombshell announcement that Lewis Hamilton will wear Ferrari's iconic red starting in 2025, the passionate fans of the Italian team have been living days of pure euphoria. The anticipation is immense. Could the seven-time world champion be the missing piece to end Ferrari's long title drought? Charles Leclerc, the fan favorite and homegrown talent, has carried the weight of Ferrari's hopes for years. From the junior categories to his rise to the main team, the Monegasque has always had Ferrari's unconditional support. But now, with Hamilton by his side, the mission to bring a world title back to Maranello becomes even more challenging. The big question is, does the 40-year-old Brit still have the same relentless drive that made him dominate Formula One for so many years? His last season with Mercedes wasn't his best, especially in qualifying, raising doubts about his raw speed. Damon Hill even questioned whether Hamilton had lost his edge in single-lap performance, but the driver himself believes the issue was the car's performance, not his. Now, with a new team and a new challenge, the world will finally find out if the problem was the machine or the man. To show that he is fully committed to Ferrari culture, Hamilton is doing everything possible to integrate into the team as quickly as possible. Ferrari's team principal, Frédéric Vasseur, is confident in the impact the Brit can bring, but no one is more excited than the Tifosi, and this connection was already evident at an event held in Milan before the 2025 season. The event was a true spectacle for Ferrari fans. Tens of thousands of fans packed the streets of Milan to see Hamilton and Leclerc up close as they drove classic Ferrari cars. The Brit showcased his talent behind the wheel, performing donuts and impressing the crowd with his masterful control of the car through the city's narrow streets. But the moment that truly gave fans goosebumps happened when the Italian national anthem echoed through the event. In a gesture of respect and connection with the fans, Hamilton joined in the celebration and was even encouraged by Leclerc to learn the lyrics. Always charismatic, the Brit didn't miss the chance to win over the Ferrari faithful even more and made an unexpected promise. He vowed to learn to speak Italian. Wearing red and experiencing an event like this is something truly special, as is being here with you in front of historic cars, including the ones Michael Schumacher drove, Hamilton declared to the ecstatic crowd. I can't wait to get on track with this incredible team. I think we have everything we need to fight for the World Championship, and you are a driving force for us. His words were met with applause and cheers of excitement, and his effort to learn the language did not go unnoticed. He has already tried speaking a few words in Italian to the Ferrari team, even if he had to read them from his phone. But his promise to immerse himself in the language and Italian culture only reinforces his commitment to this new challenge. During the event, Leclerc drove the iconic SF90 from the 2019 season, while Hamilton took the wheel of the SF21, the car that represented Ferrari in 2021. Neither of these models was dominant in Formula One, and there are still doubts about whether the SF25 from 2025 will be able to change that scenario. However, with two such talented drivers behind the wheel, Ferrari may be able to make up for any car deficiencies with pure skill. Many believe Leclerc has a lot to learn from Hamilton. The Brit has faced and overcome massive challenges throughout his career, something that could help the Monegasque correct some flaws that have prevented him from consistently fighting for titles in the past. However, Hamilton will also need to be strategic. After all, he is at Ferrari to win, and his focus will be on ensuring that his experience and talent result in another world champion trophy. One way or another, the 2025 season promises to be electrifying. With two giants at the wheel and a legion of passionate fans cheering them on, Ferrari might just be on the verge of reclaiming its former glory. And Hamilton has already made it clear, he is ready to make history with the prancing horse. Since Lewis Hamilton was announced as a Ferrari driver for 2025, Formula One has been talking about nothing else. The seven-time world champion, who spent more than a decade as the face of Mercedes, is now wearing the iconic red of the Scuderia and is already feeling the weight of Tifosi expectations. But as the excitement grows, so does an inevitable question. Will Hamilton be able to adapt in time to fight for the title? Or will Charles Leclerc emerge as the true protagonist of the team? If the events of the past few weeks are any indication, Leclerc is not willing to give up his status as Ferrari's leader. More than that, He made a bold promise to the fans. He wants to win the Formula One title in 2025. For a driver who has always been treated as the future of the team, but has never had a truly competitive car to fight for the championship until the end, this statement says a lot about his confidence, and also about his perception of Hamilton's arrival. Meanwhile, Hamilton is working tirelessly to speed up his adaptation to his new team. He has been attending constant meetings with engineers, studying every detail of Ferrari's internal procedures, and even received a personalized steering wheel to ensure everything is as adjusted as possible to his driving style. But all this preparation may not be enough if he can't turn it into real performance on track. And that is exactly what worries former driver and commentator Karun Chandok. Speaking on the podcast The Fast and the Curious, Chandok highlighted that Hamilton may be starting this season at a disadvantage, especially in qualifying. Last year, Hamilton struggled to secure strong grid positions, while Leclerc shined as one of the fastest drivers in single-lap pace. If this trend continues, Hamilton might find himself constantly starting behind his teammate and having to fight to recover positions on Sundays. The example of Abu Dhabi 2023 was cited by Chandok as a warning. In that race, Hamilton started 16th and was praised for finishing 4th, but few noticed that Leclerc did something even more impressive, starting from 19th and finishing on the podium. This shows that the Monegasque, in addition to being quick in qualifying, is also improving his race pace and making fewer mistakes, a combination that could be dangerous for Hamilton within the team. The intra-team rivalry could define Ferrari's season, and team principal Frederic Vasseur may end up facing tough decisions. Leclerc has been with the Scuderia for years, knows the team inside out, and has already proven to be a safe bet for the future. If both drivers are directly fighting for the title, will Ferrari truly give Hamilton complete freedom, or will they prioritize Leclerc? Historically, Ferrari has not hesitated to choose a number one driver when they believe it benefits their title fight. This was the case during Michael Schumacher's era. It happened with Fernando Alonso, and it could very well happen again with Leclerc. The only way for Hamilton to avoid this scenario is by ensuring that his performance on track is indisputable. And for that, he will need to reinvent himself quickly. One thing is certain: the 2025 season will be one of the most thrilling for Ferrari and Formula One fans alike. On one side, an icon of the sport trying to prove he can still win even after leaving the team where he built his legacy. On the other, a young talent determined to show that Ferrari already has its leader and doesn't need anyone else to guide its future. The first big battle between them will take place at the Australian Grand Prix, and every move Hamilton and Leclerc make will be scrutinized. If Hamilton falters, Leclerc won't hesitate to take advantage. But if the Brit finds his best form again, Ferrari could witness one of the most epic internal duels in recent Formula One history. The game is on, and the question everyone is asking is, who will prevail? Comment below. I'd love to hear your opinion. Thank you so much for watching, and see you in the next video.